Hello everyone. My name is Jovi and my husband David. Okay, we're going to share our experience to travel here in the Philippines from the US to the Philippines. Go ahead, honey. You need to talk.
Yeah, so as you know, it's the quarantine, so they're only allowed OFWs, Filipinos, former Filipinos. So we came in as former Filipino, which is Jovi, and spouse, which is me. So and the balikbayan, and it went pretty smoothly. We left Atlanta, Georgia, 2:30 p.m. on Friday. They asked us at check-in if we had, let's see, if we had,
Returning
if we had return tickets,
Mm-hmm.
which technically we're not required to have, but we don't argue. But we didn't have to show. I had bought 2 cheap throwaway tickets, as they call them, like $2 $80 tickets to Taiwan, later this year, and just in case. And so they only asked us for the return date, and we didn't have to show them. So got past that, and then they asked us about the swab test scheduling. And again, we just said yes, or actually we didn't understand what she meant, because she said something about a case. So she talked to somebody, and then she came back and she scribbled down a website. And then when we saw it as a Red Cross website, I said, "Oh, she meant the swab test. Yeah, we already prepaid for that, so we're good. We didn't have to."
Yeah, so she gave us a website. I think it's just like www143 the Red Cross ph.com. Yes. So she wrote down that one on the papers and she gave it to us. But I realized that we have that already. The swab test that's supposed to be to when we get here to the Philippines.
Yeah.
We did that one online anyway. Okay, then next.
Yeah. That was the first hurdle. The next one was at the gate. They had we're flying to Korea, so they had Korean girls working at the gate. And I've read online on blogs where the Koreans, some of them were requiring a 10-night stay at a quarantine hotel, but that's not correct. That's a 10-day, 9-night stay that's required by the Philippine government. And so she just asked if we had a 10-day.
You're talking about we're in Korea now.
No, at the gate in Atlanta.
Okay.
The Koreans, and then she just asked if we had the 10-day hotel stay. I said yes. We didn't have to show any papers. She put her initials on her boarding pass, and then that was good. We got on the plane and we flew to Korea.
Incheon.
When I was kind of nervous because it was only as scheduled a 55-minute layover, and I knew they were probably going to ask us a lot of stuff in Korea, take a little time to process through. But we left on time. The flight was great, and we arrived like 20 minutes early. So now we had like an hour and a half. So I'm like feeling a lot better. I was nervous before, and the plane was only like half full, and we were in seat number 20, so we got off right away. And just as I expected, they really scrutinized our papers in Korea. And the girl was like asking one at a time, and we'd give her a paper, and she'd go online and she'd read, and then she'd ask us a question, and her English wasn't very good, but hey, we got past. We had to show our marriage license. We had to show our hotel reservation.
Yeah, before we landed, let's say we landed and then we go out. There's a lady in front. We're in Korea.
That's right.
And then there's a lady in the gate that she was waiting for the
Manila passenger.
Yeah, Manila passenger, and we saw the names that show on the front of us.
Yeah, she had a whiteboard with a name of I think there's like 8 Manila,
nine passengers.
Yeah, and when the 9th one showed up, she was calling by name, and she said, "Wait right here," and then she led us
she's the one who guide us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through like a ghost town part of the
The Korea.
yeah, of the
But-
airport where there, and then to another part of the airport. And
Yeah, it's very beautiful airport.
yeah, it's a beautiful
anyway,
airport.
You know, when ghost town, it's not busy anyway.
Yeah.
So we follow her, and then we go up, and then you tell us that okay, you go this place, and then that's the way we show up our requirements.
Mm-hmm.
And then this lady was asking our first she was asking my passport, my foreign passport, and the second my Philippine passport, and then our certificate of marriage. So we have, I think I give like three of them. So I want to make sure that we're okay.
Mm-hmm.
So and after that, and she said, okay, you can go. So what is the next steps? After that, we show her everything that she's needed.
Yeah, and then we left there.
Oh, no, not yet. I think before we go up, there's we go. They take our we make sure that we're not have a fever. What do you call
Yeah,
scale?
yeah.
What do you call that one?
Yeah, they had a temperature gun.
And this,
yeah, they were shooting at our foreheads.
yeah, but there's another one that is in normal.
What's that? Normal? Oh, where we
It's
we
look like
had
a
to,
scales, whatever. It's
yeah,
called.
we had to put our feet on a place and face
Face.
it, and then take
Take
our
out the
mask
mask.
down, and
Yeah.
I don't know what that thing did, but we passed it, whatever
Yeah,
it was.
they do it to us 2 times.
Yeah,
One
that's
for the
right.
can right there, and then there's another one. They really make sure that we're okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got
So-
something going on there.
So everybody was confused. They already did, but they do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's the next step. The third steps that
Mhm.
we're showing the birth certificate, everything, the marriage the marriage contract, and then the
Yeah, and
passport.
and the hotel reservation.
Yes, the hotel reservation they asked for us too.
And
Yeah.
so then when we got through all that and we went to the gate, well, they were just starting to board the airplane, so that was
Yes.
kind of nice, and we
Yeah.
had a nice flight to it.
Yeah.
The flight that landed in Ninoy Aquino International Airport in Manila at right on time, exactly 10:05, just as scheduled, and but we had to wait 40 or 50 minutes for the gate to clear. There was an airplane at our gate already, so we had to wait for that airplane to push back and
Yeah.
clear the gate, and then
Mhm.
so we got a little bit late start, and now that's a whole different story. The Manila airport, they have it set up. There were a lot of National Guard there, and they were just checking this and that, and we had to get in different lines, and we had 3 papers that we had to fill out on the plane between Incheon and Manila. The usual stuff, declaring.
Yeah, when we get there to the international Ninoy Aquino Airport, yeah.
Had to fill out like where our the address of our hotel and for the swab test, and we had to show proof like a couple times that we had prepaid for the swab test, and it's a good idea to prepay because that speeds things up at the
Yes.
airport, especially if it's a crowded airplane. Now, that airplane from Incheon to Manila was probably not much more than 10% full. It didn't have hardly. I mean, it was a lot of empty seats in that one,
Yes.
so that was kind of good,
Yes,
And,
it's very safe too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a Korean Airlines.
Yeah, that was Korean Airlines.
Yeah.
Yeah, we flew Delta to Incheon and Korean Air to Manila. But then we got through it probably as quick as anybody, and then we.
Hold on,
What?
honey. From Atlanta to Korea, we flew Delta Airlines.
Right.
Yes. Go
That's
ahead.
Delta, and then Korean Air. We landed in Manila, and then after we did all of that, the last thing was before we picked up our bags was the immigration, and I had sent our original marriage certificate to Austin, Texas, to have it apostilled, and that had a little bit of drama because I was afraid it wasn't going to be back in time, and without that I couldn't travel, But just for backup, I ordered 2 certified copies from Harris County, Texas, and I also paid $50 for a next day air shipping label that I included with the with my application, and they came back pretty quick. So we had 2 certified copies of the marriage license, and our original had been apostilled, which is a new word for me, but it's it says, and if you look at the Bureau of Immigration for the Philippines, it says that they require an apostilled marriage license. So we got it apostilled. It's like $30 or something like that. Yeah,
15, I think.
Yeah, 15.
15, and the other one.
Yeah, we had to do the self-addressed express mail envelope included with it. So that was So the shipping.
Yeah,
$7.25 for each way, but it was so we had all that, and the girl at the immigration didn't even ask us for it. She asked, we gave them our passports, we gave them the brown piece of paper that we filled out on the plane, and she asked for her expired Philippine passport, and that's what we had to show to get our balik bayan 1 year visa.
So this is what happened when we land in Manila. Yeah, so we're waiting for like 50 minutes. They said it's 15 in the plane. And then we wait for we exactly arrived like 10:05. And then they announced that we need to wait for like 15 minutes, and we did. And then it's almost 50 minutes, so it's like a late. So anyway, we go out to the gate, and what we saw is the barcode. They said that you need to screenshot this on your phone. So I didn't do it because we have already for that, we have already QR code.
Yeah, we had a printout.
Yeah, we
had a paper copy.
Because we do it the one in online. And then I just fall in line right there, and then I wait for the guy finish, and then the next ask is she just asking something like passport, and then if we have a reservation, and then I said yes, we have, and then she asked me only the yellow paper that we filled up in the plane, and then after that she just say, okay, you're done, and then we go, and then we just go ahead, and I think we went to the room that they have so many people that filled out the papers for the hotel reservation, and we were done with that. So after that we go to the immigration, and that's the only thing that she asked for us is the foreign passport, both of us, and then she asked me the Philippine passport, the expired Philippine passport, and then she asked about for my marriage certificate.
Yeah, but she didn't ask for that.
Yeah, she never asked that.
I mean, we had 2 certified copies. We had our original apostilled. I mean, we were ready, and then she didn't even ask for it. But it's better we're ready and not need it than than if we didn't have it and then ask for it.
In case only if they need it.
It's hit or miss, some of these things that they're going to ask for.
So anyway, after we filled up the papers, before that, the lady right there that for the what was that, honey? The reservation hotel, she gave us the papers that you give this to the security for your reservation, so they can come
so they'll know where to go to give the swab test after 7 days.
Yes.
So we're on our 4th day now, right?
Yes, this is our 4th day now. We're at the BB Park Hotel.
And as you can see, they allow cohabitation at this hotel, and it's 3 meals a day, but the breakfast is not too bad. I mean, yesterday we had like eggs, milk, fish.
The
melon.
The first day we we woke up, we have like 2 sausages, and we have like the eggs, scrambled eggs, the rice, and the fruits. That's good, And then the second day, it's always like the side you have rice, So yeah.
But for lunch and dinner is almost the same. It's
it's more the same.
some type of meat and a scoop of rice. So it's nothing fancy, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
you know, what are you going to do? It's
Yeah.
we can deal with it for 10 days, and it was
Me and my husband like to eat like vegetables, fruits. We
so-
always have a vegetables, you know, even though like 2 times a day.
Mhm.
So we love the vegetables. But anyway, I a little bit complain, you know,
Mhm.
because we're always eating rice.
Mhm. Yeah. But we figured that we had traveled from time we left the house to the time we got to the hotel. It was more than 30 hours, you know, and I can't sleep on the plane, and
Me too.
I didn't, so I hadn't slept in 30 hours. So we got to the hotel, we kind of checked out the room, did a few things with our bags, you know, unpacked a few things, and then at about 1:30 in the morning, I went to bed and I went to sleep, and there was a earthquake early that morning in Batangas. You know, it was like a 6.7, 6.8 earthquake, and it shook the Bayview Park Hotel. Apparently, we're up on the 9th floor, and that didn't wake me up. Woke her up, it didn't wake me up. I ended up sleeping 14 hours straight. I mean, I didn't even wake up to go to the bathroom or anything. I just slept.
It was a surprise for me.
Yeah, it was. I woke up and there was food on the table. I said, "Where'd that come from?" And then I look outside and there's food on the chair. They put a chair, so you know, 3 times a day they put your meal on a chair outside the door. And I'm looking at the time. I said, "Wow, it's 3:30 in the morning. You know, it must be. I must not have slept very long. You know." But so I was so disoriented. But then I realized, hey, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. I slept all day. You know, so and I don't usually do that. But
this is what happened when we came here on this hotel in that morning. I think it's almost like 12:30 a.m. from
I think it was midnight when
midnight. Okay, midnight. And then we came, and then I took a videos, took a pictures before we, you know, we already put our things, but taking a picture because it's nice hotel, it's very clean. So what happened is, okay, looking for the refrigerator, there's no foods. But anyway, before we get into this hotel, before there we pay in the cashier. So I pay for like 41,000 pesos.
Or that included the $1,400 pesos for the shuttle.
Shuttle, yeah. So it's a kind of expensive, but you're comfortable here, you know. So what happened is we go in, so take a picture, videos, then look for the refrigerator. There's nothing on it. They have how many waters in when you saw it? Like 3 or 4?
I don't know. There wasn't many.
I think 3 or 4 on the when we get in. So anyway, try to call on the front desk if they can get the food here inside our room because we're hungry anyway. Yeah, a little bit hungry.
Right.
Yeah. So we came here for like midnight. So no more food. It's done like 10 p.m. Their service is until only 10 p.m. So we order outside in 7-Eleven. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. We got a little like a prepared meal, you know, that they heated up, and it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, they don't have microwave here, so how
Yeah,
come
they don't have
that's the
microwave.
one thing that we don't really like it anyway. So, and then, okay, 1:35 or 1:40, I think we're going to sleep in the morning on that day that we arrived. And I didn't realize that I thought that I was like dreaming. In the bed was shaking so bad, you know. And then I said, it can be like a dream. I said, oh my God, this is something, earthquake. I said, and then I woke up him, and he didn't know, I don't know what he's saying, but I think he's very tired.
Yeah,
He's very tired.
I was very tired.
He don't remember anyway what.
Yeah, because you know, up until the last couple of weeks before we left, I mean, we sold everything we owned, our vehicles, we sold our house, you know, and it's a lot of stress involved, you know. So I was only sleeping 3 or 4 hours a night to start with, you know, and then so getting
Yeah.
up at 3 o'clock in the morning every day, you know, just because I couldn't sleep. Well,
Yeah.
I cashed it in that night. I slept for 14 hours, you know, I
Yeah.
needed it. And,
Mm-hmm. Then after that, for the earthquake, so I got up like 4 o'clock because I know that they have I felt that they have an earthquake, and then I go back to sleep. I walk around first, and then I go back to sleep, and here we go again, the second time earthquake. So I
Yeah.
think the first one is 6.7,
yeah,
and then the second one is 5.6,
5.8 or something like
5.8. Yeah.
something
So
like
and then yeah, I can't sleep.
that.
Imagine I cannot sleep.
But she started seeing cracks in the walls, you know. So she's calling the front desk and said, "Oh, we got cracks in the wall," you
Yeah.
know. But I said, "These cracks have been there for a long
But
time," and she thought it was cement. But I showed her. Finally, I showed her. No, it's wallboard covering the. That's not cement. It's just the joints in the wallboard. You can see that. So she calmed down after that. But she thought that, I guess because of like that hotel or the condo collapsing in Miami.
oh
And,
yeah, I remember that one. So I panic in anyway, and then I called the front desk. Your hotel right here in the ninth floor, your room is, you have a crack like that, and the lady told me that, oh, you want to change the room. And
yeah.
then my husband talking to me like, he cannot do anything. What if this will be collapsed? And
But they showed I don't know where it is, but they shoved a paper under our door that says it was like signed by a civil engineer that says that
yeah.
the hotel had been inspected and was structurally sound. So I guess they had got a lot of calls or something. So to settle to ease the people's minds, they went around.
So oh yeah, that's our welcome. Welcome on this hotel. That earthquake is coming.
Yeah, the earthquake is coming.
So we didn't realize that one. We didn't know it's happened. It's just happened.
But yeah. I mean, I was really relieved when we got here because when, like a couple days before our flight, I got a text from Delta Airlines saying, "Oh, there's something wrong with your connecting flight. You can cancel, reschedule, all this." And I'm like,
nervous.
"Whoa!" So I go online to Korean Air and I find out that it looks like our connecting flight is still on schedule. It says, but there was one that was like a 6:50 something, and was the departure time of that flight out of Korea. That's 6:45, I think. Yeah, and there was one at like 7:20 or something. And that one was canceled. You know, not ours. It was the one immediately after. So now I'm thinking, oh no, we got this Hurricane Fabian or coming through. You know, is that going to close down airports? And it passed right between Manila and Incheon. You know, like halfway. So it didn't affect either. But it's been raining pretty hard every day since we've been here. You know,
we never seen sunshine yet.
Yeah, Manila has been having flooding problems. They've been
Yes.
evacuating people because of the floods, because it rains. Just continues to rain. You know,
until
monsoon
now, I think,
rains.
still raining. They said that in Saturday we have a good weather, but still so hard rain. The tropical storm is coming.
Yeah.
So,
It just rains lightly for a while, and then all of a sudden here it comes.
rain
You know?
come, the hard rain coming. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. So yeah.
Yeah, that's it. We're here for 6 more days, and then we'll then
on the 7th day, that's our next steps for the swab test.
Tomorrow our dog will start her journey,
and
and she's with Jovi's sister right now, and they're going to pick her up and
2:30 p.m.
Yeah, and take her to the airport, and she's going to ride KLM to
Germany.
Or Amsterdam to the pet spa, and then spend the daytime there, because they like to fly the pets at night in the warm weather. So, and then another KLM flight to Manila, and then we have then she'll be delivered to Jovi's friend's house in Las Piñas, and she'll spend like 4 days there, and then
for her.
And then the friend on August 1st, our quarantine's finished. We have 7 o'clock flight scheduled to Leyte, where
Tacloban.
Tacloban,
Romaldez Airport.
Yeah. And that's when we'll pick up our dog. She'll meet us there at the airport with our dog, and we'll the three of us will fly down to
To our
Tacloban,
destination.
and then Jovi's brother will pick us up in his L300
300. Yeah.
and take us to Balearian Island where our new house is, and we'll get to see our new house for the first time.
Yeah, we're so excited. You know, we built our home back 2020. So
it started June 2020.
Yeah.
So it's been 14 months now.
Yes, that was so excited. So that's our next steps.
And then we'll have to quarantine there probably
For 4 days.
For 4 days, and
Yeah.
At minimum,
in our home.
But I got lots of work to do inside
Me
the
too.
house. You know, it's got we'll have a dining room set to assemble. We'll have to put unbox the refrigerator and put it in its place. We'll have to unbox the oven and put it in its place. We'll have a microwave. We'll have
unbox my balikbayan box. Oh my goodness, that's a lot.
We got 60 balikbayan boxes.
I did that one by myself, except my husband, he's trying me to help to close it. That's it. But I did everything on it.
She'll pack it, but then when it comes time to
you guys cannot believe I did.
we got a system down where I'll pull it together and we'll get one end taped, and then I'll go to the other end and get the other end taped. Then we'll work the gap closed on the two flaps, and then she tapes the entire box.
How do I explain? Just ask you how I pack the balikbayan box.
Yeah, there's no airspace in that rascal. I mean, there is. And those things are heavy. And we got one double box.
It's really heavy,
The fellas delivering it were complaining about that one, but that one has my tools in it.
Yep, I think I did like how many boxes on it? I think 60.
Yeah, it's around
so
60.
So the 8 boxes is delivered 3 days ago. 8 boxes. So we still have like 10 boxes is waiting on the way, and then there's three more is sending
at our sister's house.
Yes, so
our last few things, you know, that we needed until the last day. You know, we while we were at her sister's house, we sold our house on the 20th, and our flight was the 22nd. So we spent 2 days at her sister's house, and then so the last night in our beautiful house in Hawkinsville, Georgia was the 19th, and now it's
1985.
Yeah.
Build it 1995, the house.
Yeah. No. Our last night was August 19th. This a week ago.
Oh yeah. Okay, I didn't hear it, honey. But anyway, the house is good. You know, we make it make it more beautiful.
Yeah.
Then we started buy it. You know, and then
we lived there 9 years. It's 2.25 acres. You know,
it's a lot of work.
Of beautiful live oak trees with very shady, almost around 100 live oak trees and Spanish moss hanging, and we did a lot of upgrades and built a garage and very peaceful place, you know. New roofs on everything, new siding on the house. You know,
yeah, that's the one thing that we don't like it is when the time in falls, and then the springtime that we try to clean it up. So that's a lot of mess.
Yeah, it's a big leaf. In the fall, the leaves are incredible.
Yeah,
so,
oak tree.
Yeah, so we were basically just there to maintain the property. You know,
yes.
It was
just like where I live, and
and she didn't want to leave it. I mean,
our
first house that we sold was in Houston, Texas, and she cried when we left.
5 years we stay right there.
And then we did a lot of work on that house and made it very nice. And, and then
everything.
This house the same way. You know, she cried when we left it, but I said, well, we're always going to a better house, so we're going to like a really nice house now in the Philippines.
Yeah, I told my husband that this is this third time that this is the second time that we moved. So I hope this is our last house. And he told me, this could be your last house because that will be your house, you know.
Yeah.
If ever something like that, you know, it will be your family.
Yeah, when I'm gone, it'll be your family, you know.
So he bring me back, he bring me to the U.S. and I bring him back to the Philippines. So that's how your relationship works, you know. So that's good, you know.
Yeah.
So we cannot wait for our destination. What I'm saying is that to get in our new home.
Yeah.
In Biliran Island.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And we're trying to figure out how to transfer money to buy a new vehicle, and
That's it. So
I have an old Isuzu Trooper Bighorn, and needs a turbocharger, and the turbocharger's there. It's when quarantine's finished, I'll have to replace the turbocharger, and then we'll might get it painted, That'll be my vehicle. She wants a new Toyota Fortuner, and that's
I don't want the stuff to be on the.
I have a tricycle, the 155cc Honda TMZ, what they call it, and then I have a pedicab,
Yeah. I'm very careful to drive in a way. When we were in since 14 years, I never had an accident my whole life, except that somebody hit on my car. That's it.
Yeah.
So I'm very careful. That's why my husband like to buy a car for me when I trade in my car, like that. So I be careful. Sometimes I don't really like to go or to drive my car, because I also very careful. Maybe I don't want to spoil my husband. I just be careful also what he trying to give to me. So I'm happy for that one. So yeah, right, honey.
That's right.
So I think this is our end of our conversation. Maybe next time when we get there to
our house.
in our destination in our house, so that will be our next steps that we need to share our conversation to them.
So look for us sometime after August the 1st. So.
Yes, August the 1st. We're at home. Okay, thank you so much, and that's it. I'm not always here, so bye everyone. Say bye bye, honey.
Yeah, bye bye. Be
Okay,
safe.
bye. Be safe, everyone.